They do say that, oh, just pay for shipping. But you don't just pay for shipping. You pay for everything. And then if you don't want it, you return it and then they refund you, I guess. I don't know. We shall see. I guess I'll let you guys know once I send this shit back. God damn. It has been a minute. It has. Hello. Welcome. I hope you're doing well. I'm back, I guess you could say. I guess. I don't know. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a like if you liked the video. And also subscribe if you want to see more from this little face. Today, we are going to be trying the famous ILMAKIAGE. Is that how you say that? ILMAKIAGE makeup. Minimalism is dead. Here is the box. It says, try the products, love it or return it. So this is one of those things, if you have seen the ads, which I'm sure you have, because it finally sucked me in, but I had seen it for a very long time. Basically, you try the products, they send you supposedly the perfect shade for you. You fill out a quiz where they ask you a bunch of questions, and that's how they find your shade. And then you basically try out the product. If you like it, you keep it. If you don't like it, you return it. Yeah, let's just give it a go. I got everything. This is the no filter poreless base smoothing primer. It's a pretty good size. It's 84 fluid ounces, which is 25 milliliters. This is the Lido logo. So yeah, I've never tried anything from this brand, so I'm excited, especially because of all the hype that there's around this brand, especially with the foundation. I'm excited. This is the packaging for the no filter primer base. Pretty nice. It's a nice size. I'm gonna pump a little bit out just to see what we're working with. There you go. Okay, so I think this is gonna be one of those that it's like very silicone-y. Yeah, for sure. It was a clear primer, and definitely it's very silicone-y, like very. And I don't usually use primers, to be quite honest. I don't like this packaging because it gets dirty quite a lot. Like, there will be fingerprints on this. So I don't love that. So I applied quite a bit on this hand. Let's see the difference. So you can see this one is a little bit more matte. This one right here. This one has a little bit more texture. Definitely more visible, and it's kind of like it just has that velvety kind of finish to it. We shall see how it works with this foundation. Right now I have the Fuck I'm Flawless multi-use perfecting concealer. I've heard a lot about this, especially from some influencers on YouTube. They actually rave about it, so I'm excited about this concealer. Really nice packaging. It shows the shade right there, which I think should be fine. I got the shade 3.5, and all of these products are made in Italy, which I thought was very interesting. I'm just gonna swatch a little bit just to see kind of the texture and the shade of it. Basically, from the shade that you get on the foundation, once you know they match you and whatnot, they will send you a concealer that is a little bit lighter, so it's not exactly the same shade as the foundation. And then this is the most reviewed foundation online. It literally says that right there on the box. I'm the type of person that lately I don't use foundation every day. Wow. Really nice box. Packaging. Woke up like this. Flawless base foundation. It's a frosted glass. It's very heavy. Feels very I don't want to say like super luxurious, but it definitely feels a little bit more pricey type of product. And I'm just gonna put some on the back of my hand. Oops, okay. Here is the foundation. Yeah, I think the shade, by the looks of it, looks fine, and the concealer as well. I'm not gonna blend anything. I just want you guys to see kind of the consistency of it. It's not super heavy. Like, it feels quite liquidy, but also not super liquidy. I'm just blending a little bit right here on the hand to see how that works. It does have a pretty strong scent, like just makeup. just so you guys know. And I'm not sure if they kind of like customize certain finishes, because in the website when you do the quiz it also asks you like what kind of finish do you want. Do you want more of like a natural finish? Do you want a little bit more coverage? So I'm not exactly sure. If anybody knows, please let me know, because I am not 100% sure. Like I said, this is my favorite shade, literally this color that's on my hoodie right now. Anything this color, I love. On this half of my face, I'm gonna apply a little bit of the primer. Now I want to just apply a little bit. Oh, sorry, I don't know if you guys are seeing that. Just a little bit, because I also know that with these type of products, you don't want to over apply too much, because it'll kind of like ball up and it'll just not be good. So my face right now, it's not doing so good. I have a couple breakouts. I'm gonna take this hoodie off actually, because I'm like sweating, like literally sweating right now. Don't mind my face right now. I got hot, holy shit. I have the primer right here. I'm gonna go ahead and apply some right on this side of my face. So just half of my face, I'm gonna kind of pat it in, especially right here on the T-zone. And yeah, like I was saying, I don't know what's going on with my skin. I don't know if it was also because of the season or what, but my skin isn't doing the best right now. Like I have a couple of breakouts, especially on my forehead. Like you guys can see those 2 dots right there. So again, I don't love this type of like primer, because I feel like it just, everything slides off. Like I don't get it. I've never been this type of person who uses this type of primer, so I'm not sure, but let's try it out today, right? We're here already, so let's just give it a go and see how it goes. But there you guys can see, so this half of my face has a primer, this half doesn't have anything. Definitely see a little bit of a difference, but nothing crazy, like nothing to like go nuts about, personally, I think. Let's apply some of the foundation. Here it is again. Really nice packaging. I actually really like it. I think it's a nice bottle, and I'm just gonna put 1 pump for now to start. I'm gonna kind of warm it up on the back of my hand, and we're gonna see the shade. So I think on this side, I'm gonna apply it a little bit right here, just to see if the shade is like spot on, which I think it might be actually. So I'm gonna apply a little bit, whatever's on my finger, and I'm just gonna blend it in with my beauty blender. Okay, I have it right here. It's already damp, and I kind of want to see the coverage. I want to get an idea on how it looks, the coverage, you know, what's good. I want to see. I'm gonna take some more straight onto the beauty blender. Yeah, I think the shade is actually pretty spot on. I gotta give them that. So far, their claims are living up to their standards, because that's basically what I see all the time, especially like on Facebook. If you know, you know. I feel like on Facebook you see that shit all the time, and I don't spend that much time on Facebook, but when I do, girl, I've been seeing this shit, and that's when I gave in. It's actually funny because my mom gave into it. She bought it first, and when I found out that she didn't, I was like, oh my god, I want to try it out. I want to try it now, because it just gave me that curiosity, you know. So that's a thin layer, and I gotta say, this foundation looks beautiful. I would say this is like a light to medium coverage. You guys can definitely see that I'm evened out. I still have some redness and whatnot, but it's not bad. Got another pump right here. I'm just gonna warm it up again. I usually like to do that just because, why not? On this side, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply it on this side. This is the side that has no primer, no nothing. And I'm gonna use a brush. I'm gonna use this one. This is a Real Techniques 200 yeah, 200 brush. And I'm just gonna use that to blend this into the skin. But yeah, I gotta say the shade is like perfect. Perfect color for my skin. It has, I'm just trying to see in this lighting. It has a really nice finish. It's not like super matte, but it's also not glowy. So it's like right in between. So that's what I was trying to tell you guys, because when I did the quiz, I actually put that I have combination to oily skin, which it will ask you that. So I don't know if they kind of like customize formulas or if they have like certain types already. Like, I'm not sure. Do you guys know? Let me know. Let's see how much it covers on this little guy that I have poking here. It's very nice. Very nice formula. It does not look heavy. And I'm just looking right now. So this is the side with the primer, which is supposed to blur the pores and whatnot, right? This is the side with the primer, no side with no primer. Can we see a difference? I'm assuming you guys in even more. Can you guys see a difference? I can, but it's kind of a subtle difference. I wouldn't say like, wow, goddamn. Like, I would not say that. There is definitely a difference, especially in this area. If you guys look closely, it's way more smooth, right? Even right here where the under eye is, it does look smoother than this side, but I wouldn't say it's like a huge difference. Okay, so that's just for you guys. If you guys like primers, you guys can definitely give this a go. This foundation looks beautiful with a brush or with a beauty blender. It just looks smooth. Like, do you guys see my skin? It just looks smooth. It doesn't feel heavy on the skin. And so far, I am liking it. Now, I think in total for all of this, it's up to $145 American dollars. So it'll be, for me, it's up to like almost I'd say like $170 here in Canada. Probably like around $170, maybe almost $180, which is quite pricey for concealer, a primer, and foundation, right? But so far, I am not mad about it because I can definitely see that there's quality in the makeup. I'm gonna go over with my beauty blender real quick. There's nothing on it. I'm just going over it. I'm gonna turn off these lights for a second. I'm just gonna use natural light so you guys can see how it looks in natural light. Oh wow. Okay, so in natural lighting, I can actually see a little bit more of that primer kind of doing its job. I'll let you guys look at my skin for a second. Definitely this side, you guys can even see there's a little bit more glowiness to it. This one, there's still a little bit of that natural glow coming through. I'm also using this glow screen sunscreen, so keep that in mind. It might be different if you just apply like a regular moisturizer. I already kind of had like a glowy base, that's what I'm trying to say, okay? But wow, yeah, you can definitely see it even here. Like, look at the difference in lighting. You can see here it's a little bit smoother. So I didn't really apply it all the way up, but I definitely applied it right here. You can definitely see it. I just don't know if this is gonna clog my pores. So I think that's the one reason why I always kind of like not gravitate towards these type of primers, because I'm scared that it'll kind of clog my pores and I really have to like clean it up, you know? So that's just one thing you kind of have to keep in mind if you're gonna use something like this. But otherwise, like, I mean, it's doing its job. Would I keep it? That's the question. So we shall see how it works throughout the day. right now, I'm liking it. I like it. I think it's definitely doing what it's supposed to be doing, but let's see how it keeps going throughout the day, right? That's the foundation right now. What do we think? Two lights. What do we think? I like it. I think it looks really nice, quite smooth, especially without the lightings. Like once I see it here on my, I have a mirror right in front of me. Once I see it there, it looks really smooth, like hella smooth. Okay, so that's good. So again, I think this is gonna be lighter than the foundation. It has a doe foot applicator. You guys can see it right there. It's kind of flat. I don't know how much to apply, so I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna go ahead and blend it in with my beauty blender. Oh wow, okay, yeah, definitely lighter, but let's see how it'll kind of all come together. Wow, it blends really nicely. Hold on, I want to see without the lighting. Okay, so with the light, it looks a little bit more intense than it actually is. I'm gonna go ahead and use this side and apply a little bit right here and a little bit more right here. Same thing with the beauty blender. I'm just gonna blend it in. So I just took off the lights because I want you guys to kind of see it in natural lighting. It's like snowing outside right now, so this lighting helps right now. Okay. So I would say the consistency of this concealer is very light. Like very light. It doesn't have like a ton of coverage. I would definitely not say that this is full coverage, because you guys can still see a little bit of the darkness coming through, right? We try to apply a little bit more, especially on this side. I feel like on this side I just kind of blended into nothing. I'm gonna use a little bit here to highlight. Okay. Just gonna use a little bit of a setting mist. Yeah, I feel like this concealer is nice, but it kind of, especially with Beauty Blender, I feel like it just kind of takes it away. I'm gonna use a brush this time to blend it in. It's like, it's nice, but I don't know. There's something about it. Like, look. It just kind of, I feel like it just went away. Like once I kind of apply my brush on there, it just kind of almost takes the product off. You guys see? Like you guys can still see some of my skin coming through. Which, that's not a bad thing. But I think if I want something like a concealer, I want it to be covered, right? I don't want it to pop through. What do we think? So right now I am loving the foundation. Love it. Literally, there's not one thing that I don't like about it. Yeah, see, I applied the concealer here and it's looking a little bit heavy and a little bit cakey. And I actually feel like it picked up the foundation, which is not good. They're supposed to work together. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take a little bit of the foundation, actually. Just a little bit. What's good about this pump, you have control over how much product is coming out. So if you want a little bit, you can take a little bit. If you want more, you can take a little bit more. Yeah, so this area is looking a little bit cakey for me right now, which I don't love. Even right here. Do you guys see it? Let's see without the lights. Without the lights, it doesn't look that bad, but still looks a little bit heavy and a little bit cakey, which I wouldn't like. Nobody likes that. Nobody likes that. I'm gonna leave it for like a few minutes, and then I'm gonna come back to see if it has done anything different in terms of setting, getting a little bit more matte, or anything of the sort. I will, you know, let you guys know once I come back. But for now, this is how it's looking. Side with no primer, and the side with the primer. So I have an idea. I'm gonna use a little bit of the concealer that I use on the regular, which is a drugstore concealer, the Maybelline Fit Me. Why am I gonna use this concealer right now, you ask? Because I literally feel like I have no coverage whatsoever, and I'll show you guys that right now. Blend this in. Same way that I did the other one. And we can see the difference. Do you guys see the difference? Even here with the lighting. So I put the lighting so you guys can really see the difference. This side, I don't see any coverage. Literally no coverage, which is very sad because I've heard a lot about this concealer. It's a nice consistency. Like, it's nice, lightweight, but I don't feel like it gave me any coverage. Like, literally no coverage whatsoever. You can clearly see the difference, right? Like this side, it almost looks like I just put foundation on and no concealer. This side, you can see that I put a little bit of something on there. I'm gonna put some of the Maybelline Fit Me. Okay, I've applied that, and then with the beauty blender, just gonna blend it in. Like, this is what I was expecting from the ILMAKIAGE. You know, nothing heavy, but something. And I feel like it didn't deliver. There you go. So yeah, that's quite disappointing because I was looking forward to that concealer. Like I said, I've heard a couple people talk about it, so I was excited for it, but not a huge fan. The foundation, however, yes, I like it. I think it looks beautiful. It's super lightweight. Like, I don't feel like I'm wearing a full face of foundation, which is nice because I don't like that feeling. I don't like to feel heavy, you know, on the face. I want it to be smooth. I want it to be lightweight. I want it to look pretty. Yeah, that's definitely giving it to me. And I also like the primer. But again, I have to see how it works throughout the day. If it like keeps me matte, if it looks smooth all day. We'll see how this side looks in comparison to this side at the end of the night. I'm gonna go ahead and do my entire face. I'm just gonna do something light, nothing crazy, but I do want to kind of, you know, put this face together because I'm wearing a full face of foundation. I'm gonna do that, and then I'll pop in to show you guys my finished look. Okay, alrighty, I'm back, and this is the final look. What do we think? Do we like it? Okay, let's get on my thoughts, shall we? Let's begin with the primer. I don't love this packaging because look at how dirty it looks. I don't like that because I'm a clean freak and I don't like when things get dirty. I don't like it. I don't like to see it and be like, it's dirty. You know what I mean? Like this is a cream, like a face cream. Same thing. It gets dirty and I don't like that. But anyways, aside from that, I do like it. I do like how it looks. Just getting a mirror. Hold in. I think it looks really nice, but I don't think it makes like a huge difference, okay? Because right now, even staring at myself, I can tell that it is a little bit smoother. I don't have huge pores either, so I don't know if that contributes to it, or I don't know, but I don't think it makes like a huge difference. I think it's nice, but I don't think it's necessary. I guess that's the word. Now, am I gonna keep it? I don't know. I actually don't know right now. I think I might return it just because usually I'm not really a primer type of person. Usually I'll go in with my sunscreen, which this one's the glow screen. It's really nice. It has like a glowy kind of finish, and I find that my makeup sits really nice on top of it. And again, I don't use foundation every day, so I'm not usually using like full primer and then foundation, and then, you know, I'll probably just pop in a little bit of concealer, and that's sometimes. Like, I don't usually wear makeup every day, which is so weird because before I would do that, but nowadays not really. Right now I like it, but it's not something that I would be like, oh my god, you have to go get it right now. Let's talk about the foundation. This one, however, I can definitely say I like it, and I would definitely recommend it. Now, first things first, the shade that they match me with is perfect. Everything, the undertone, it doesn't oxidize. Once it dries, it's pretty much, it stays true to its color, which is awesome, because sometimes some foundations you will swatch it and you will think, oh, this matches me, and then once you apply it and it oxidizes, you're like, you know what I'm saying? I love it. I'm definitely gonna keep this. There's 1 fluid ounce in here, and the bottle is really nice, minimalistic, but it looks nice. So I really like this foundation. I will definitely be using it for, like, if I'm going out, if I want to use something more, you know, to even out my skin tone. Like, if I'm not just going for like a natural look, like, you know, a little bit of concealer here and there, I'm definitely gonna be using that foundation. I loved it, and I'm very surprised. Like, it definitely lived up to its hype. Like, usually when I see videos, people are like, oh my god, I love it, and that's how I'm feeling right now, you know? Concealer. Now, this guy, I don't know. I'm really torn in a way, because I was hoping to really like it, to be in love with it, and I'm not feeling that way at all. I think I'm gonna be returning these 2 items because I'm just not, like, I already have a concealer that works, and it's amazing. This one, I also use the Hydrating Camo Concealer. Another one that I have is the Rare Beauty one, which is also really low. I need to get another one. You guys can see, like, I have concealers that work. This one, I like it more for, like, highlighting kind of effect. Like, this one is a little bit lighter. If you guys see, this one's 190W. This one is in the shade Light Beige. Super full coverage, hydrating. Like, it's not gonna look cakey or heavy under your eyes. And this one is just amazing. It's like a, I would say like a light to medium, but you can definitely build it up, and it just looks nice under the eyes. Like, I'm already halfway through this one, and I have several of these. Like, I love that concealer. So yeah, I don't love this. I don't see a reason to keep it, because even when I applied it, like, I was looking at the video right now, like, going back, and there's a little bit of coverage, but it's nothing that's wowing me. Like, I thought it was going to wow me, and I thought it was gonna have, like, really nice coverage, but look really nice under the eyes. It definitely didn't, like, cake up or anything, like you guys can see right now. It doesn't look cakey. I look nice and smooth and whatever, but I just don't see the point of applying this if it's not gonna give me coverage. You know what I mean? And I tried building it up, you guys saw, and no, I don't like it. Mi no me gusta. No. I would say I'm gonna be returning. I'm gonna be putting them back in their little bags, you know, and sending them back so that I can get a refund for those things, because I'm like, why am I gonna pay for something that I don't really love? But this one, I love it. I love it. I'm gonna keep it here in my little vanity thing going on. It's really nice packaging. You're definitely paying quite a bit for the packaging, but also the foundation itself is just beautiful. It's super lightweight. Even right now, I've been wearing this for a little bit. My skin feels very, like, smooth, feels very lightweight. Like, I don't feel heavy, and that's such a big thing. Now, I wanted to talk to you guys about this powder because I just recently started using it. My mom actually gifted this to me over the holidays, and I've been loving it. This is from a brand called Pharmacy. My grandma's actually working with them. This is kind of like one of those makeup products that I wouldn't have thought to buy for myself, because it's one of those brands that you're like, you know. But she gifted this to me, and honestly, this powder is beautiful. It has a weird kind of scent to it. I'm just applying a little bit here so you guys can see, but it's so smoothing. Like, this look, you guys can see I applied it here. It just smooths you out like crazy. I don't want to apply more because I feel like I'm gonna look like too cakey and too powdery, so I don't want to apply more. But I just been loving it. This one I have in it. It's just the translucent loose setting powder. That's all it says. So I wanted to share it with you guys because I've been really liking it. Since the first day, I didn't have high expectations, but when I tried it, I was like, wow, wow, wow. So yeah, those are my thoughts on these products from ILMAKIAGE. Should you try it? Should you give in? I mean, for the foundation, I would say definitely. Let me know about the concealer. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm crazy and I didn't like the kind of coverage that it gives me, but it might be good for you. You never know. So try it out. You don't lose anything. One thing I do have to say though is they say that you only have to pay for shipping, but they actually take the money out of your account. So that they do so that, you know, in case you don't return the products or something, that you're trying to be like slick, so that they cover their ass and they have the money. So that's one thing that I will just point out. They do say that, oh, just pay for shipping, but you don't just pay for shipping. You pay for everything, and then if you don't want it, you return it, and then they refund you, I guess. I don't know. We shall see. I guess I'll let you guys know once I send this shit back. Those are my thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you guys have tried this, and also, what did you think of the foundation and primer? Is it just me? Because I don't think it's just me. Like, you know, but it might be. I don't know. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I entertained you a little bit, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Bye. Oh my god.